Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm, and today I'm with Marie Sullivan. Marie Sullivan, and Anna is at the Texarkana conference, and she's one of the exhibitors tomorrow. And she's got her booth set up here, and you can tell she's definitely into looks like pastured pigs and lots of different things. And Anna, I just wanted you to kind of give me a background of what you're about and where you came from.
Okay, so I'm local to here, Texarkana. We're here at the agricultural convention, and this is actually right here in my town. This is the first time I've ever been to a convention like this hosted here. I've been to Waco and other places, but it's really cool to see something local.
Cool.
So yeah, this is my town. I'm 15 minutes down the road. My farm is Sully Farm and Kitchen. We started selling to the public in 2016, but I've been farming for almost 8 years now. So I started my farm when I was 16. Before I could drive, my mom was taking me to the feed store to buy feed for my animals, and we mostly do livestock. We've kind of settled on pigs as our mainstay, is what we produce the most of. So we do pastured pork, we do pastured eggs, free-range chickens, and then we do farm-to-table dinners. We host events on our farm, enable people to come out and kind of see the farm. They get to come out and they do a 5-course tasting menu.
A 5-course?
5 courses, usually 4 to 5, depending on the season. But it's all seasonal, local food. We partner with little sustainable farms all across East Texas, and we put on meals and events.
So you're doing like a catering service too?
It's not exactly catering because it's at the farm. We cook right there for people. So it's more of like we sell an event. So we sell tickets. So it's all pre-sold. We usually do we do small groups of like 6 people. We do bigger from 20 to 50 people. To just kind of depends. But yeah, around that range, and people come out and they sit on our patio and we take them for a little tour around the farm where they can see the animals and kind of see what we do, ask questions. We kind of encourage people to really, the whole idea is transparency with their food. So get to know your food, get to know your farmers, get to know kind of what's in season, what's growing, how to eat seasonally. And so we try to do that by letting people actually come out and experience the farm, and then we put together the meal with seasonal local ingredients where they can see, this is how it's grown, this is how we put together, this is how you eat it, kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. This is one of these flyers right here I've seen you have.
Mm-hmm. Can we hold it?
Yep, would you mind?
Yes.
And so that's pasture-raised meats, and it's Sully Farm and Kitchen. So it's slow food, real food, and good food. It's a really good slogan. Yep.
Thank you.
You bet. And I'm going to give a plug at the end under the description where y'all can find out more about Anna Marie and her background. I see you've been in some really, that's what they call Her is Keeping It Fresh. That's an article on your operation there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That one's more focused on our like meal events and stuff that we do in the farmers market. And then this one was done a couple of years ago. And that was a little bit more in depth on my farm. So. Yep,
the new face of farming.
Hey, look at that! I don't know if I'd say that, but that's what they said. So we're going with it.
Well, what's your favorite part, Anna, of what you do? Is it the animals, the customers? What do you enjoy the most?
I get that question a lot, but it's so diverse. You know what we do, and you know how it is. I mean, I love being outside. I love raising animals. I love that I am able to make a living doing that, like actually being outside. I love encouraging other young people to get into farming. I love the customer side of things. I mean, hearing people's stories about, when they take our products home and they try it and how it's impacted their health or their joy around eating, how, their kids will notice when they run out of our sausage and they go buy sausage from Walmart and they come back and they say, our kids were not very happy. Just, stuff like that. I love interactions with customers.
It's satisfying, isn't it?
It's awesome. I love the work.
Yeah. Well, every day you get up and you go out and you tend to your animals, and you see your animals are doing well, the farm's doing well. They're not locked up in a confinement. You can breathe the air that your pigs are breathing. You're not going to fall over.
Yeah, right.
That's worth a lot. But your website, what is your website?
It's just sullyfarm.com, and then our.
You say that so quick. Spell it.
It's my last name Sullivan, so it's short for Sullivan. It's Sulli Farm.
Oh, Sullivan Farm. Okay, so the VAN's left off.
Right.
Sullifarm.com.
There's a lot of Sullivan farms, but I don't know that there's very many Sully farms.
Sully Farm. Okay, you said that earlier, like. I couldn't understand exactly.
I can talk really fast sometimes. I try and get it all out in 30 seconds.
Do you have any help on the farm? Is it just you and your family, or?
My family's out there. I started it on my own. Of course, I have backup when I need it. My mom and my sisters help with our Solely Farm to Table events. My mom's head dishwasher, my sister serves. My dad's top mechanic. He fixes everything I break. My brother's always around if I need him, that sort of thing. But as far as day-to-day operations, I kind of have it down to a system to where I manage day-to-day on my own.
Yeah.
Boyfriend's always around to help, but yeah, it's just
Yep.
whoever I can find that's willing.
And you run some other critters besides just pigs. You were telling me like some different fowl. You got?
Yeah, we've raised a little bit of everything. I've done all of it from dairy cattle. We've milked cows, done raw milk before. We've done beef cattle, goats, sheep, kind of all of it. But now we've got the chickens, the pigs. We do geese and ducks mainly for like tick and mosquito control, more so than meat production.
Yeah.
But they're just for the land. And then we've got what else? Mostly just birds, I guess. Livestock guardian dogs. Great Pyrenees.
Yep. Do you have any trouble with predators with your pigs?
I haven't had a whole lot of trouble with the pigs when it comes to predator issues. Definitely have hawks that grab my chickens because they are completely free range. I mean, they put themselves to bed in the barn, they go outside all day. So I have hawks pick up my young ones. We have coyotes around, but they've never seemed to be too much of a problem.
Okay.
I mean, I credit that mostly to our dogs, and my big barn's kind of close to the house. So we've got a lot of activity going on. So predators don't play a huge role in.
Well, you were telling me earlier, Anna, that you're running sows and boars, so you're breeding. You've got your own breeding stock. And what kind of breeds are you were talking about earlier, some of the heritage breeds you're using?
We mostly do red wattle. I've got a kind of a mix going these days, but red wattle, Duroc, Hampshire, and Berkshire are my top 4.
Okay. And of those 4, is there one of your favorite?
The best marbling I've ever seen came off of a close to pure blood red wattle. So I'm trying to work towards more red wattle genetics. I had a Duroc boar for a while, so I have pretty strong Duroc genetics. I've been happy with both Hampshires and Berkshire over the years. The only one I won't ever raise again are Yorkshires.
And why is that?
They don't have good temperament. They would jump over my electric fences.
Oh, really?
They're just wild and crazy. The only time I've ever been bitten by one of my pigs was one of my Yorkshires.
He bit you?
He bit me.
And you weren't doing anything to make him come out? He just came?
Not that I know of. I'm a pretty nice person.
He came after and got you?
Yeah.
And a pig, when they bite, that hurts.
They can take a chunk out of you if they want to. I like to keep all of my herd very docile, very easygoing. So that's really important to me when it comes to breeding and genetics. So if I have a mean one or one that's wild and crazy, and we do all rotational grazing, so they've got to be able to handle themselves on pasture and stay inside the electric fence and all that kind of thing. Was a strong proponent of what we look for. Yeah. So if I have a real wild, crazy one, we don't like them, and Yorkshires were crazy. Yeah.
Well, what is your biggest challenge that you feel like that you come up against on the farm? I mean, I know you're doing a wonderful job. Sounds to me like a direct marketing. You're taking anything in the sale barn. Is it processing? Is that one of your weak links?
No, I mean, it could definitely be improved. I drive 4 hours round trip every time we go to the processor. Right now we're doing 3 to 4 a month, so I mean that's a once a month trip. We pick up and drop off, once a month. I mean, that would be lovely if it was 15-20 minutes away and not a 2-hour drive. But we kind of have that system nailed down where we've worked that into our pricing. We kind of expect that and know that, and I book out about a year in advance at our processing plant now. So
if you don't, you can't get in.
Exactly. So we're kind of at a good place with processing as best as we can be, other than just someplace being more local. But no, I would say probably our biggest issue that I've run into consistently over the 7-8 years that I've been farming is being financially stable. Yeah. So that's something that's been a challenge the whole way through, from the perspective of just raising, because I started out just doing it for my family. I just wanted to just replace our meats with homegrown meats, and doing that in a way that didn't cost us $1 million. To now to the point where I have to be able to sustain my own living, and then keep the farm stable, and so financial stability is
it's a wonderful life, but at the end of the day you got to make a profit.
Right.
And if you don't get to stay on the farm.
Exactly. Yeah.
So everybody today, a lot of the farmers feel like profit is a cuss word, oh, we shouldn't be asking a lot of money.
And I felt that way for a long time. It's,
Anna,
I love to do the work, and I wanted to do the work, so it didn't really matter what, how much I made. But, at the end of the year, when it was like, I'm not paying myself $6 an hour to work 7 days a week, like, it's not sustainable. And we talk so much about sustainability, and then if we're not even sustainable with our money to where we can't keep running the farm, then what do you, that's not sustainable.
No.
So I definitely preach a lot on sustainability, not just in the land and in the animals and in the environment, but I mean, in our own, we've got to be able to pay ourselves too.
That's right.
So.
And, we talk about cheap food. Well, there's a lot of cheap food at the supermarket, but it's not the best food to be putting in our bodies. And so we talk about health.
Right.
What's your health worth?
Yeah.
So if our body is a temple, and whatever we put in that, you can expect if you put bad in, you're going to get bad out. Mm-hmm. But if you eat good food like what you're raising on the farm, you can expect to have a good performance from your engine, which is yourself. So, yeah. Well, Anna, it's been awesome talking to you.
Absolutely, thank you.
I want to just close and give me your website again and spell it out so people can understand.
It's SULLIFARM, Sullyfarm at .com for my website.
Yep.
Sullyfarm at Gmail for my email. Sully Farm and Kitchen is our handle. Both Facebook and Instagram is Sully Farm and Kitchen.
Okay.
And that's ANDKITCHEN and Kitchen, all just spelled out, one word.
Okay, well, cool. I'm going to put a link in my description to this on this video, folks. So if you want to find out more about, do you keep a blog?
My blog is my social media, so I do write a lot on there.
Good.
I don't keep
so
much
people
on my
can keep
website,
up with you on that.
Yep,
well, folks, I've met a lot of people, but I'm telling you, Anna Marie's on top of this, and I can tell she's very passionate about what she's doing. And she's successful, and she's just going to continue to be even more successful. So to me, it's an honor to meet you, and thank you for the interview, Anna Marie.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, you have a good one, and everyone on the way out, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see y'all down the road.